Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you have been doing great. Hope you're doing awesome in all your different countries, different corners. I'm doing okay too. I'm Agbofiona. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm so happy to be here again today. To all my returning subscribers, I want to say big thank you for all your support, for all your push, for all your comments, and all your requests. To those who are just joining us right away, just now, please subscribe to this amazing channel, which is aimed at providing you information about nursing opportunities and lifestyle in Dubai. Thank you so much for joining us today. The main aim of today's video is to enlighten you about the new visa system in United Arab Emirates. I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about the new visa system in the United Arab Emirates. So the UAE now has so many different visa types. The main types, the most popular types now are the green visa, the golden visa, the tourist visa, which is the commonest we always hear about, the business visa, and the last but not the least, the job exploration visa. So for the aim of today's video, we are going to dwell on the job exploration visa, what it's all about, what makes you eligible to apply for this visa, the cost, the duration, and what happens if you get into the country and you do not get a job during your specified duration of stay. Without wasting any much time, let's go to the job exploration visa. So this is the newest visa and the most talked about visa now in the UAE that has been implemented by the United Arab Emirates government. So it has been implemented by the General Directorate of Foreign Affairs, GDRFA, to help invite and welcome talents to come into the country and search for jobs. That's why it's titled Job Exploration Visa, meaning you get this visa to come in and search for a job. The traditional tourist or visitors visa we usually used in the past to come in here and search for a job is no longer valid to search for a job. So if you are planning to come to the UAE, kindly make sure you have a job exploration visa in hand to come in to search for a job, because if you are coming in to search for a job with a tourist or a visit visa, it will not be valid. So please make sure you do your research very well before you make any movements and any payments for visas. Who is eligible to apply for the job exploration visa? To be eligible to apply for the job exploration visa, there are four main criteria. The first criteria is that your occupation must be among the level 1, 2, or 3 classification of occupations by the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization. So your job classification skill must be among level 1, 2, and 3 of the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization. This is for high-skilled professionals. The second eligibility criteria is being a fresh graduate from one of the first 500 best universities in the world. This is for fresh graduates from one of the first 500 best universities in the world, meaning someone who has just left one of the first 500 best universities in the world within the last 2 years. That's what they call a fresh graduate. The third criteria is having a bachelor's degree or its equivalent. So if you have anything less than a bachelor's degree, you will not be eligible to apply for this visa. The fourth thing is having a financial capacity, that's like we can say a bank statement or a financial cash or whatever of 1,000 dirhams. That's not very heavy, so at least it's something that one can easily afford as well. So those are the four main eligibility criteria for this visa. Now, what documents do you need to apply for this visa? There are three main documents. The three main documents you need, of course, your international passport that is valid for at least 6 months, a colored passport size photograph, and your certificate, that bachelor's degree you have that has been attested. So it needs to be attested because you need to upload these documents in the system when applying for this visa. Now, what next do you need to know about this visa? How long is this visa valid for? So in order to apply for this visa, you have three options. You can either apply for the 60 days validity, the 90 days validity, or the 120 days validity. So these days, the number of days you want to apply for will depend on the cost of the visa. So for the 60 days validity, according to the General Directorate of Residency and Foreign Affairs website, the amount I gathered for 60 days was 555.75 dirhams. 90 days, 685.75 dirhams. And 120 days, 815.75 dirhams. So this amount of money is what the government requests. But if you're going to do this through third parties, through AMR centers or through third party agents, this amount will not be the same. They would vary, they'll be a bit higher. So take note of that. Now, you should also remember that if you want to apply for this job exploration visa within UAE, you will pay an additional amount of 650 dirhams if you're already within UAE. But if you are out of UAE, the amount I mentioned would apply depending on where you're applying from. So now that brings us to the next thing. Where can you apply for these jobs? For sure, through the GDRFA website, through AMR centers. AMR centers are customer happiness centers all over UAE that are charged with following up your visa issues, applying for your visa updates and everything. So they are in charge of doing that. Also, you can do this at designated typing centers to apply for this visa. Okay, what happens if you come with your 120 days visa validity and after that you do not get a job? You are eligible to renew that visa once or multiple times, but not exceeding a stay of 108 days. It's a bit quite complicated. So if you have to renew the visa after, maybe let's say you took 120 days validity and you have to renew maybe once or twice, it means you have to renew again for a total of 180 days, meaning probably you renew again for maybe 120 days or 90 days, then another 90 days again, and that's it. In case you do not renew and the visa expires and you get into overstay, you have to pay a fine of 50 dirhams per day for each day spent after your visa expiry. So I guess this is what I gathered on the job exploration visa. I'll talk more about the other visas much later in other videos. Let me know if you have any questions about this visa. Let me know if you have any contributions, whatever. And let me know if you have any other video requests. Thank you so much for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like our videos. See you in the next video. Bye.